Nicki couldn't hold a candle to Remy. See, Remy was the true threat.
Just left the big house to a bigger house. Ain't have a girlfriend, but the big...
They already knew Kim was handled up on. Diddy had her under control. But Remy was a Roman candle. And then that incident happened in that car. And then she had to go away. And she was gone just long enough for them to do the back and forth between the two very controlled women in hip hop. Now I want y'all to think about this. Remy got moved out the way, and it was just Kim and Nicki at the time that were fighting for the crown. And guess what? They were both controlled by Diddy. Is everybody forgetting? Diddy controlled all of that. So he had two that he pitted against each other, while the one who was set to take the crown was removed. And then it all became about Nicki going against Kim. Nicki going against Kim, but the truth is...
And Jack Wright was already said that Remy Ma is better than Lil Kim, better than Nicki Minaj. So my question is like, why was she in jail? Why was she in prison? Because that's what Papoose, got to know her. Went to visit her multiple times in prison to a point where she told him, like, I'm fine, stop coming to me every day. Because he was going to her every day. I think he cut back about a few days a week, maybe on weekends. But the reason why Remy Ma was in jail is that with over an assault with a weapon. It says right here, in 2008, Remy was sentenced to 8 years in prison for assault with a weapon. Had been arrested the year before for shooting a friend over $3,000 being stolen from a purse. I'm like, wow, let me do a little bit more in-depth look at it. Try to find something that's more reputable instead of just assuming. I'll start with, start with Rutgers here. Yeah. Well, this is going to be a tough choices. I got a choice between Rutgers, Today, or hip hop. Let me try all hip hop, see what it says here. This is like going back a few years ago. Remy Ma revealed prison was the worst thing that ever happened to me. She's very talented woman in the hip hop scene. But unfortunately, because of weapons charge, she got sent to prison. Starts off. In 2008, the terror squad member was sentenced to 8 years for shooting and wounding a friend amid a dispute over missing money. She was released 2014 after serving 6 years. So yeah, Remy Ma opened up about her time in prison during an appearance on the latest episode of Nick Cannon's We're Playing Spades. According to the ghetto and ratchet hitmaker, getting locked up is the one thing she would take back. And she says, bro, I'm not going to prison ever, Remy Ma replied when asked about anything in her life that she would change before serving a sentence. The worst thing she had experienced was being cut in the face. That sucked. I was like, this is the worst thing that has ever happened to me, she added. Then there was, the penitentiary was like, oh, not cool. It's the worst thing I ever endured in my life. Then she talks about why she don't talk about prison. It says here, Remy Ma explains why she doesn't discuss her time in prison. So it's pretty bad. And I can imagine traumatizing. So why would you want to bring those horrible memories up? But this is what it says here. Nick Cannon mentioned that Remy Ma gained respect from supporters on the outside who praised her for staying 10 toes down while in prison. She says, well, that's because nobody really knows what happened. I never talk about it ever, she explained, because I'm not supposed to. Like, that's how I grew up. Even though a lot of ways that I feel like they taught us in the hood was like backwards. It's not real life, but I feel like a lot of people don't know like what really happened. She continued, I felt like once I came home, I already was in jail. What am I going to talk about? I can't change it. It already happened. She's like, bleep everybody. I don't care what you think you want to think. Nick Cannon urged Remy Ma to write a book shedding the light about her prison time. However, it's not likely to happen. That's part of the reason. Too why I probably am literally to book. She's added, because I feel like it's certain things that I would have to say to make it authentic, and there's certain things I had to leave out. Yeah, that's some deep stuff. But according to Jaguar Wright, between Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim, Remy Ma has a beat, but she was in prison at the time. So what are your thoughts on this, folks, about the situation with Remy Ma? The last thing I heard, she was married to Papoose, and Papoose started some type of rap battle thing, and I think another young rapper got involved, and Remy Ma cheated on Papoose on that one. That's like for another story. But what do you think about the situation, how Remy Ma got sent to prison before her career takes off? Let me know in the comments down below. Peace.